Audio meditation.
What's up, everybody? Bill here. 2019 is coming to a close, so I'm sitting here reminiscing about the year, and one of the highlights was certainly our Westchester Amiga User Group Retro Games Party. Now, we've been having this party every year since the early 1990s, like right here in this basement. Now, thanks to the Guru Meditation YouTube channel, I've made friends now from like all over the world. And a lot of folks are like, you know what, I can't make it to New York for your party, but I wish I could be there and I'd love to see what happens. So I decided to give you guys a little tour and make this video and show you exactly what happens at our Westchester Amiga User Group Game SIGs. So you can't have a game SIG, an Amiga party, without having an Amiga 1000, the original, the Amiga that started it all. I've got the cover of Amiga World, the first issue with the 1000 on it, and we're playing some Marble Madness. Marble Madness was one of my favorite games. It was one of the selling points of the Amiga because the arcade port is like almost perfect on the Amiga. And like when I saw this port, I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like this computer looks just like the arcade. It's incredible. And I recently acquired this Wyco command control. It's a really, really nice trackball. If you're gonna play Marble Madness, you gotta play it with a trackball. Can't have a 1000 without the power stick. Amiga, before they were bought out by Commodore, and while they were designing the 1000, they made peripherals, the power stick being one of them. They kind of made these peripherals to hide the fact that they were designing a computer from their competitors. So they made the power stick. If you turn it over, you can even see like the old school Amiga logo on there. It's pretty small. And they also made the famous Joy board, which is the Joy board that you would balance yourself on, and that's the origins of the Guru Meditation. Whenever the Amiga crashed, the guys would try and balance themselves on the Joy board and just meditate and get it to work. So over here we have two Amiga 500s hooked up with a null modem cable, and we're playing head-to-head Lotus 2. Back then it was hard to play multiplayer games together. We didn't have the luxury of internet and make it so easy. So we used to come here, go to your buddy's house, bring your Amiga. If you had one Amiga, you could do a split screen mode, but it's just way cooler to have two Amigas hooked up, so then you've got them both full screen. Woo! Here we go. Head-to-head Lotus 2 action. I'm in the lead right now. There I am. Boom, and he just passed me. See, how cool is that? And me and Mike, we got some good Lotus 2. Awesome. Nothing like being able to like sit right next to your buddy and play at the same time. So here we got the standalone Vampire. And look, it plays Doom. Here we got Marcus and Manny. What's up, guys?
3D specialists running Internet Explorer and a Vampire 4. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, under Mac emulation. That's hilarious. We've been playing CD32 games. CD32 is basically an Amiga 1200 in a console, and he's playing Apidia, one of my all-time favorite games. Love me some Apidia. There's nothing like getting together with your friends, in person and playing couch co-op. And over here we've got an Atari 800XL, my man John. He's one of the originals, man. I've been buddies with this guy since 1991. He was one of my dad's students. The 800XL is an amazing computer. One of the biggest selling points was this version of Pac-Man. Pac-Man on the 2600 was terrible, but this was the closest version you could have at home to the arcade version. And something I'm really excited about is this S-Drive Max. It's actually an Arduino that is a floppy drive emulator, much like a Gotek on the Amiga, but it's got a touchscreen, which is really, really cool. And it comes with this cool pen, and you can like load in your floppy disk image, and you're off and running. So right now we're playing some Pac-Man. Here we have my Commodore 64C. This one is the one I had when I was a kid. Rod and Tim from thefuturewas8bit.com generously donated a 50-pound gift certificate to thefuturewas8bit.com, and they make lots of cool devices, including this one right here. This is called an SD2 IEC. You can load a bunch of Commodore 64 ID64 files or PRG files onto an SD card, and it loads up just like you've got a floppy drive connected to it. And they also make this Epix Fast Load Reloaded cartridge. The Epix Fast Load cartridge was a key thing to have back in the day, and they don't make them anymore. But now the future with 8-bit said, you know what, we need some fast load cartridges, so we're gonna make them new again. And they make really, really great stuff. So huge thanks to Tim and Rod from the future with 8-bit for sponsoring Westchester Amiga User Group. This is the ever-changing station. Before I had my Amiga 1200 hooked up. Now we've got an Amiga 500 with a Vampire in it. So he's got a Vampire in here, and he's got hooked up this LCD screen.
Vampire Coffin OS.
Great.
The R54 release. I kind of went backwards on my icons because I'm conflicted between the new
There's like the Magic User ones, right?
Yeah. So it is Coffin, but I've taken some of the icons backwards. Millennium, a game I used to like playing with my friend John back in the day. So you can see here it runs real nice, looks great.
So this is the Atari 800, the original one that you bought for me back in 1980.
Well, was it 1980?
1980.
So you were 5.
I was 5 years old.
Wow.
And this is pretty awesome. I love this computer.
They used to sit right there.
Yep, right there, exactly.
Okay, this project started about a year and a half ago. It was originally a broken, yes, it was a broken Coleco Pac-Man. And I took everything out of here except for the control board and installed the Raspberry Pi 0W, but I added a Pico laser projector. So when I turn this thing on, the game you're playing here, now your friends can enjoy on the wall. I wanted to do the 2 joysticks because I love Crazy Climber and Robotron. Those are 2 games I will probably end up putting on here. But that's really it in a nutshell.
But the fun for me is seeing everyone come here and have a great time.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome, Marcus. Thanks for coming and be a part of it. And Mike came all the way from Pittsburgh, which is like a 6-hour drive. So he's the winner. He's come from faraway lands to be here. So
Yeah, I'm lucky to be here today.
We'll find him in the barn.
Find me in the barn. Yep.
good one.